My E key is not working on my keyboard. Oh, there we go. Alright. I think pairings are up, so I'm just going to immediately go ahead and play. So hello everyone, today we are testing out Black Crocodile, and I am not an expert in this deck at all. Haven't really played it that much, but against Kalgara, I think I want to go second. Kalgara, your curve is U2. Kalgara's curve, there's a lot of 5 costs and free costs. But I think second is a better curve for actually first might be better. Yeah, I immediately regretted my decision here. Yeah. I already have a miss all Sunday. I think it's 8 croc. And then I think this is a 2k. What else could I have grabbed? I don't think any of them are worth it. Okay. No 4 cost is kind of rough, but it's fine. I can just swing 5/5 here. Getting all of my 8 costs. I feel like kind of want to mill. So yeah, I'm not super good at this deck at all. So I might be making a lot of misplays and stuff, but bear with me here. I think I can pressure here. Okay, that's my bond. Do I have a Daz Bones in trash? I don't. Because I can sack this, play out a Daz Bones, but I don't think that really matters too much. So I think I'd rather go blocker. So this is like a 6 here. And then play out Bond, sack Bond. Mill 2. Now it's kind of tempting to go Daz here. Daz swing 7. I think Daz... Is Daz... No, I don't think Daz is... If I swing 7... I think I'd rather swing 6 and leave 1 up for ground def. I don't know if I'm being too defensive there. Oh. That's a good thing to counter with there. Getting that out of hand is good, because that's 1 less heal. Yeah, I'll talk about... I'm playing Croc right now because I've been seeing it get like good results, and also it's a black deck, and also like I was talking to someone who plays Croc, and I got convinced. So yeah, swing 6 Vera, I just take. Yeah, it's totally fine. Should have paid attention to what they revealed there. I don't know if it... Mr. 2, discard that for counter. Yeah, it doesn't log. Okay. They just played these two. I know this is a brick. I think it was a 1k. I was not paying attention. That's my fault. honestly. I think this is a ground def, because next turn I don't have Dawn up. So I think ground def here is good. Swing 5, and then I play this. Croc into Croc, right? Croc, make this unable to attack? I think it's Zoro. And the reason why is because I want them to rest their, like, actual valuable bodies. So I think it's Zoro and one of the Wipers. Because I want them to tap their Wiper and Kagara so that I can then swing into them. I think it's the logic. Okay. So rush Luffy 7/7. So attach 2 Dawn, this becomes a 7. They can go 7/7/8/8. In which case I think I want to counter out of the second one. 2k, 1k, like that. This is a 9? Shoot. If they swing 9 here, and that's more... I think I do have to 1k, 1k, 1k. Ugh, that sucks. That sucks. They're probably just gonna swing 7 here. 8? Okay. I would have taken no matter what, so that's actually good for me. 10 here, I think, at the rush Luffy. Earth won't lose. They have an upper yard to play. $1k of the Kagara? Yeah. Might have been better to swing 10 at one of the 6k bodies, actually, and then just freeze this. Yeah, again, this is my, like, one of the first times I'm playing the deck, so I'm gonna be making some mistakes. Sorry, guys. Yeah, as I KO this, I minus here, mill, pitch, but I freeze another thing first. I freeze, let's go with Zoro, because I want to see if I get Patchwork. Do I draw a card? Yeah, I draw a card after. Ugh. So that kind of sucks. I draw a card after I pick a target. I have 1 Patchwork in trash. I run 3. I don't think I can risk it, though. I should have minused something else. Yeah. But I think I die either way here. If I don't die here, then I go for game next turn, right? But I don't think it's I think it's very hard for me to not die here. Unless they go 7/7. This is another 7? Yeah, I mean, no matter what here, yep, there's my ground defs. If I have 2 ground defs, then I would get out of this. But, oh, okay. I guess they're scared of that, huh? They're scared if I have 2 ground defs. But I think it doesn't really matter, because I can't go for lethal. What's the best thing I can do here? Like, concede. Yeah, I mean, no matter what I do here, I die. But yeah, so I think there's a lot of things I did wrong in that match. For one, I think first curve is better. Another thing is I should have probably played a Mr. 5 instead of Dash Bones in that scenario. And then I think 8 cost Croc. It's a bit slow. Like hard playing it like that. I feel like I should have gone for either Nightmare Luffy or Miss All Sunday just to go wider. Or Nightmare Luffy to become a 7k so that it's harder to ping me like that. Instead of going 8 cost Croc the first turn. Because then I can go 7 cost into 8 cost, 8 cost. And then, sure, there would have been 2 more swings, but I would have more of a board to contend, I think. I don't know. Croc players in the chat, let me know if you... I mean, I'm sure you can point out a lot of things, but let me know if there's like anything specific. Yeah, I'm not sure what to like. I'm not sure exactly what to grab from searchers and stuff, like early on at least, because I feel like I'm valuing 8 cost Croc in hand a bit too much, is what I'm thinking right now. This is my current list, right? But I feel like I'm valuing this Croc a bit too much, and that's like the pitfall. So I'm kind of curious about what I should do to, like, what I should grab instead, because I'm assuming that Kalgara isn't a good matchup for this deck as well, because of how wide he goes super quickly. But I'm not sure. I don't know the matchup spread or anything for Croc, so. Oh. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just checking the dashboard to see if the match was recorded properly. Yeah. We have a lot of time in this and the next one, so let's see. I'll go like a normal lobby and play some games. The reason why... Oh. Yeah, I mean, Blackbeard is my comfort pick, honestly. Blackbeard is my like current actual main. But I don't like playing Blackbeard on Sim, which is why I've kind of stopped playing Blackbeard for this cup specifically, is because I do so much better with Blackbeard when I'm playing in person compared to on Sim. I go like X3 most of the time in these cups with Blackbeard, compared to like when I play like Lucy, for example, I go like X2 most of the time, right? So I'm playing Croc because I feel like Croc doesn't have as much, because the pitfalls with decks like Teach and like Emu to an extent and Sanji, which are like decks that I like playing, is that like for decks where stacking matters a lot, it feels so weird on Sim sometimes. Yeah, Ace is a good deck too. Yeah. I feel like if I had 7 cost Zoros, I'd probably be playing like Red Green Luffy or Red Blue Ace, because they're so good right now. I don't know, like a lot of decks that I'm testing right now just lose to Ace, which is goofy. Yeah, yeah, that's. I do think a lot of people kind of like auto disconnect as well. But it's just like the stacking is kind of weird on Sim to me at least. Uh, I don't know. It just feels weird. Like I like having my cards in my hand, and it's not like I'm cheating with my shuffling or anything, right? But it just feels weird because I know it's random, like true random, but like I think true random is a bit different from the randomness of shuffling your own cards, which makes like the gap feel weird. So I'm gonna do some like test plays with Croc just to like warm up some more because again I don't really have that much experience playing Croc. In 14, I wanted to play Croc and Dofi as like my. Hold up. This seems going second. I think this is a mull going second, right? That's a worse hand. So maybe I should have kept that first hand. I think I want to do this just for the draw. Yeah, but oh, okay. And now every other matchup. Hmm. Yeah, I think Croc is really good right now for sure. Like it's a very versatile deck, but it also is linear enough where you don't have to like overheat your brain. You know what I mean? Like playing Teach for a bit, my brain just like, oh, okay. Um, I don't really have a good turn two play either though, so I might have to do the same thing here. But going back to decks, right? Like, I really like playing hard decks, but sometimes it just feels a bit too much. Where I'm like thinking too much, and it's like, yeah, for sure. Putting in Red Rock being banned, from standard format, is so good for Croc, because now like the two main things that were holding it back are gone, because now 8 cost Croc doesn't really have an answer. But yeah. Um, what was I saying? I kind of lost track of what I was saying. Oh yeah, in 14, I wanted to play Dofi and Croc, but Sanji got a lot of support, and I'm a Sanji ride or die, or I used to be until the deck screwed me over in EBO free. But OP14 got a lot of Sanji support, so I was just like every single hour I was playing One Piece, I was playing Sanji, and so it's like okay, yeah, I'm just going to keep playing Sanji for this meta, and also because Reiju was already revealed at that point, I was like, yeah, the deck's just gonna get better, so might as well just like play Sanji. And then OP15 came out, and Sanji isn't as good anymore, right? Because like Anel's just a better Sanji, to a certain extent. So I think it's 1k with this. I think Dofi is a good deck, but it gets like I think it's a very good all rounder, but it's not top meta. Well, I don't know. Like I think it's a good deck. I think it's a good deck. I would be playing it if not for again like Sanji getting all that support. In OP14, I would be on Dofi. Like I wrote a guide for it and everything, because I was testing it so much before. I think like because OP14 got revealed and then EBO4 got revealed like later on, but then we got both at the same time. Ken Gaming 202, thank you for the subscription. Um, but yeah, like when OP14 was revealed, but EBO4 was not fully revealed yet, I was fully convinced I was going Dofi. I was like, yeah, I'm grinding this out. Deck feels really, really good. And then EBO4 got revealed, and I was like, Sanjiva. Sanji got a lot of support. And yeah, the only reason I wasn't full on Croc was because like these guys right here were a pretty penny for a bit. I think it was like 20 per or something like that at some point, right? Which is like pretty standard for a secret. But I was like, if I had cheaper options anyways, why would I play this deck? So that was the reason why I didn't play Croc. But now I'm like, I have the Croc secrets already. I have the All Sunday playset. I have like everything I need for Croc. So I'll probably bring it to locals soon, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to go to locals for the past few weeks because I've been traveling. So it's very casual right now because I might be going to June regionals, but I'm still on like a wait list. So I don't know if I'm actually going to play. And if I do play, I'll probably play Lucy. I think Lucy's good. But for now, I'm like, I want to test out other decks as well. Because maybe I play Croc, right? Maybe. Or maybe actually, it's either Lucy or Teach is what I'm thinking right now. But it depends. It depends on some factors. Okay, key 10 L4, I'm guessing. Yep. BY. Yeah, BY Blackbeard seems pretty good. I don't know if I like it, because I've been testing it a bit, and as someone who plays mono Blackbeard, it just doesn't hit the same. You know, like, I'm sure you know what I mean, because you play mono Blackbeard, right? Blackbeard, I just have an expectation for it that might be a bit unreasonable. I just think the deck isn't as fun. Right? And fun is a very subjective thing. Fun is a very subjective thing. So I think the deck is good. I just feel like I don't like it. It feels like Dofi-ish, right? It kind of feels like Dofi, but also like all the healing makes it feel weird to me, at least. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to play Blue-Green Luffy or Blue Buggy. Those seem really fun to me and also still strong. So that's probably what I'm going to go with. But we'll have to see. Yeah. No, that's fair. I also I played Katakuri as my first deck in the game. So I definitely get like Katakuri was very fun. But yeah, like yellow right now is just so like, oh, I heal like a gajillion health for free, and it's like, I don't know. Again, for me it's a fun factor, and it's not like a, oh, I look down on the yellow players kind of thing. Like, I just don't find it fun personally, so I'm not gonna play it. Here I think it's 5 there, and then if they, yeah. I think it's Croc. Is it Croc spam? Is it Croc spam here or All Sunday? If I Croc, it's at least KO this Croc to stun 1. I think that's always good. Mill is fine. I think it's Croc spam at this point. And then that. Sengoku seems fun, but seems a bit high rolly to me. I will say the consistency is pretty good now because of they have so many searchers, but I don't know. I don't like Sengoku's playstyle personally, so I think my decks are the Impel Down Leaders and Yamato, and maybe Black Yellow Teach. I was also coping on Red Ace for a bit with a friend who's like a super big Ace fan, but like with the current support, oh my god. Croc Swarm, yeah. That's what I figured. I still need to learn. My main thing for this deck is still seeing like when to play Miss All Sunday off curve, because it never feels good to play All Sunday off curve. Purple Pudding and RP Luffy. Yeah, no, I mean Sengoku is just like a more modern version of those decks for sure. I think the current like good, I don't know, there's no really like good ramp decks. Like the closest you'll have is Ace, right? Like Ace, Red Blue Ace is weirdly enough the best ramp deck in the format. And then like Blue Purple Luffy kinda, but like even he isn't like that good right now, right? So it's kind of weird, but yeah, no, Red Ace, the support is just so bad. I was coping for a bit, being like, it's 8k rush though, it's 8k rush, but then it's like, and then like Sanji is 8k rush, you know? Or like, yeah, we already have a deck that's like rush every single body that they play. I think I have to take that. I don't want to like 1k. And I also want to dig for my other Croc. Yeah, I don't know. It's also kind of goofy that the best cards for that deck, like the ones of actual effects, are 6Ks. Yeah. Let's see. If they swing 7, I ground def because it's like 7/7. 6. I think I actually 2 1Ks here. Do I have a lack of 2Ks? I feel like I'm doing 2 1Ks too often right now. Maybe I need to revisit the list and see how many 2Ks I have. But yeah, we'll see. I think it's 10, 10. Yeah, I think Red Blue Ace can play out some of the 8K bodies. I'm not entirely sure which ones, so I think I want to just like, I don't know if this is the wrong kind of sequencing, but I want to just see what I draw. Think it's Bon. I think it's Bon. Okay, so I draw that, which means I think I play this. So I swing 10 again. Because if I'm playing this 4 cost, they could Mama Ragon it. I don't think they have used any Mama Ragons, actually. So let's just swing big. 12. Yeah, they haven't used any Mama Ragons, so I think if I play out this, it's just gonna get rested. And I have to deal with 3 attacks, at least, right? Unless they play another Shura. And I think I have enough counter for all those attacks. Oh wait, this isn't rested. Or this isn't frozen. Yeah, I almost forgot there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 attacks. I have 2 2Ks, 3 ground defs. I feel like this is probably the best chance I'll have, is keeping this as counter. And then I could, like, if I don't need to play all my ground defs, I can sack this ground def, negate blocker, or I can just sack this and play Daz to to rest it anyways. So we'll see how that goes. I'm starting to get how to play this deck more and more, the more games I play, of course. But again, I'm still pretty new to it, so there might be lines that I'm missing here and there. It's just my thing is just like I don't know when to drop the 7 drops. Is first better for this deck? Is first curve better for Croc just so you can go 7 drop into 8 drop? Okay, they're blockering up, which is kind of goofy. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they took curve instead of me. In general, though, do you know if it's like better to go first or second as Croc? Because to me right now, going first feels better, but I feel like it definitely feels like matchup dependent, but it feels like first is better. What are they doing? Lightning Dragon? It's probably Lightning Dragon, right? If they swing into it, that's kind of goofy. Yeah, that sounds right. I think I'm gonna try going first. Yeah, because I took second from that Kalgara, and I was like, what am I doing? 6 is a 2k. It's another 2k. 10 I take. I think I do use this effect. Pitching, probably a Mr. 4. Huh, okay. What's ground def? I think we ground def this for sure. Swing 10. If they block, then that's fine. We split. If they don't block, then we go KO, ground def again. Swing 9, and then 10. KO minus. Sure, why not? Trash. It doesn't really matter at this point. Because it's just this. If they have the counter, then they have the counter. But I don't know if there was a better line. Because they could have 2k, 2k, 1k actually. It's pretty... They can just use their events for it. Okay. Yeah. I think definitely if I went first and I was able to all Sunday or Nightmare before, definitely would have felt better. I do not do all Sunday over Nightmare in that matchup though, because Nightmare just gets spawn camped. And then you can just go wide with all Sunday, right? I think that's something that I should practice more with this deck is all Sunday before I 8-cost Croc spam. But yeah, we'll see. I think there's only one more match going on for the first round here, so second round should be up soon. But yeah, I'm definitely having a lot of fun with this deck. It reminds me of Lucci, weirdly enough, right? Nightmare and Teach honestly is good. I I like Nightmare and Teach. I tested it out for a bit as well because I was like, it solves a lot of problems that Teach has. That being like 5K pings. Now it has to be like 7K pings, right? If you want to punish Teach and like get their hand size low. My thing is that I can't fit it in. Like, I just can't find space because all of the other cards in the deck, like, Teach is such a tight deck where it's like every single card is useful in some way, shape, or form, and the ratios are there for a reason. So it's like, what do I cut for Nightmare? And I don't know what that is. So let me just. Round 2 is up, so. Okay. Also, yeah, I don't look at live stream chat when it's like actual Chinoize Cup games, so I'm gonna be just playing. Okay, so I think you want to take first from Nami. Nami's best curve is going to. This is weird. I think this is a good hand, I think, because I have this, and then I can just like cycle all Sunday later. And then I milled the other, like one other all Sunday, which means like one less brick. Because I feel like you only play one all Sunday and that's it, right? So let's go. Next turn, I think I just swing 5. If they don't leader a Bodhi, I'm gonna go 5 again. Actually, no, I think it's 8. I think 8 straight up is just better. Okay, young girl, attach 1. Yep. I think just 8 here. I don't have any 5 costs right now in trash or hand, so I think I want to mill with this, and I got punished because I milled the milled the Bond Clay instead. Think it's still fine though. They're gonna young girl. Pitch that. 8 I'll take. Let's do a disappointed. Think it's Mr. 5. And then swing 9. Nice. You love to see that. I'm guessing it's 5 cost Nami 8k. In which case I think I do 2k here. Because I don't want to hemorrhage too many cards, right? And then we play all Sunday into you, and what I'm thinking right now is, do I kill this Nami or do I kill the young girl? And I think I kill the young girl. Right? I don't know if that's weird, but I feel like I just wanna, cause I could kill the Nami, but then the Nami could play another Nami from hand. Like there's so much uncertainty with that. I wish I could grab this, so I'll just grab a 2k. KO you. you, mill 2 to play you out, and then swing 6 to 0. I mean, no way they don't take this. And then we pass. They could play 7 cost Robin here. Yep. 6/6, I'm guessing. Counter one of the 6s. But I'll take this one. Okay. And then here, I think, is swing 6 to this Nami first. And then 8 to it if it gets defended. Okay, here's an 8. Okay, they don't play anything. In which case, let's just KO this. And then play out Croc and draw. Well, there's the 10 gate. 7, do I have a 2K? I don't have a 2K, so I'm gonna patchwork. Swing. I think I want to play this. So I think it's 7, 8, 10. I think is the way to go. Well, it actually depends. If they rest the Newgate, I think I KO this, play Patchwork, and play Sunday instead. Right. Or Nightmare. If I can top deck Nightmare, then it's Nightmare instead. But I think I already milled 2. And I run 3. I'm pretty sure. I have 2. Okay. Mill, sack, Sunday, and then pass. Yeah, I think all of my nightmares are in trash now. This is a 2K, 1K. I think it's 2K with this, of course. Probably 1K with that. 7, same thing basically. 7, 8, 10, 10, and then just negate these two from attacking. If they block with one of them, then I patchwork, which is really nice. Okay, there we go. Do I mill still? I don't think I need to mill. Right? I mean, like, all of these already fulfill, like, requirements. I think it's this. And then this. This here. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't patchwork. Yeah, I forgot about that stipulation, but is there a way to minus? Oh, okay. No. I think I get how to do it now. I was supposed to tap 1 patchwork -3 here, make this frozen, and then make this unable to attack. Yeah. No, that's a... Yeah. Okay. The more you know, the more you know. Can we do that next turn? Do we still have another 8 croc? Nope. Okay. next turn might be a go for game turn. I don't know if I need to, but yeah, now they're thinking if they want to tap this, right? Yeah, they're swinging their +4 makes us 12. I don't have a 2k 1k is a problem. I think I do take this, because then I can play out one of these blockers, right? Yeah, and I also can save this. So here it's 7, 10, 10, 10. Play out a blocker, I'd say. 7. Okay. Here is a 10. They probably block these two, but I mean, like, doesn't really... Actually, now that they did that, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. Don't mill. Trash you, make you unable to attack. And like if they counter this, I can pivot. But if not, then I just go for a game here. Oh, okay. Yeah, the lethal lines are actually pretty easy to miss. Like, I know it's because I don't have a lot of experience with the deck, but I almost missed that lethal line. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but I knew I was gonna ground F lethal at some point. I didn't know if it was gonna be that turn, but that was good though, because I threatened lethal, right? Swing 10. If they took, then that's again like go 11. Let's say that this was all 2Ks, then like it would be impossible, of course. But 1, 2. Yeah, they've only used 2Ks, so it definitely could have been like they were baiting me. If I thought that was the case, I could go play out this Mr. 5. Sec. And then like they have like 12, 12, 12, 15. Which 2K, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I would need like 1K more. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So I take 1. Get 1K. Take. Hold up. Oh, I would have gotten another ground F. So 12, take 1, get a 1K, let's say. And then 12, I would have ground F 2K, 2K. Then 12, I would have blocked. And then, yeah. So if I were to pivot there, I would be able to defend their swings as well. So I guess if I wanted to be smart about it, I could have just like played out the blocker, and then I would have won next turn anyways. But 10, I think they would counter that most of the time, right? 2k, 2k. They had 3 cards in hand or 4. I think they had 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at the end they had 4. So they only had 3 cards in hand. So that means they needed a 2k out of the last life. If they had a 2k at the end there, then this would have failed, and then I think I would have died the next turn. So the smarter play would have been to play this Mr. 5 for sure. But I got lucky there. I think if I were thinking of winning it like that, I probably should have just played this. The ground F on this is still fine because that forces them to counter weirdly, but it's good to know. Yeah, ground F is a fair and balanced card. What do you mean? It's a fair and balanced card. God, ground F is, I like it though. I really like ground F as a concept. It punishes very well in like a very nice, I think it's honestly one of the more balanced win con cards. And it's just nice. Ugh. Alright. Oh, hold up. Got pinged in my... I have a private Discord server. I got pinged in there. I'm gonna respond real quick. If you want to join, there's a link down below. We talk about a lot of different decks. I think a lot of us are testing out OP16 decks right now. So if you want to discuss deck discussions that aren't just like top meta and that's it, we do talk about top meta as well. I'm a Lucy player and there's like one other Lucy player there, but there's also like Penel players. I don't think there's Nami players in our Discord yet actually, but yeah, we like theory crafting a lot. Right. I'm not gonna play another game. I'm gonna be right back. Just waiting for the new... or the next round, right? But I'm gonna, like, go get a drink and stuff. Alright, yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Don't know if the new round is out yet, but yeah, I took a bathroom break, so feeling better now. Yeah, I don't think the next round is up yet, so I think they're waiting for one more match to finish, and then next round's gonna be up. But yeah, I'll talk about like some other decks I've been testing. Grand battles are coming up, right? So I was testing out Lucci for a bit, and I think the deck is fine, but definitely feels a bit fake to me. I tried out like Stage, Ice Age, you know, like the new stuff as well, like Big Lucci, Spoils, Alpha, and like the deck works. It's really fun, but then the problem is that your resource game is just not good enough. Like Rebecca Moncherry is still such a good combo, sure, but like you get outpaced so hard by like, for example, Yellow, right? And then like there's a lot of like on KO do this and that. This is a normal one. So this is just standard format. I'm playing this Croc in standard format, right? But yeah, we're just waiting for the next round, which is I'm talking about Eternal. But yeah, Eternal's been coming up, so I was testing out Lucci, and it feels fine. It just doesn't feel good enough. But I was testing out Sanji again, and I might revisit Sanji. The deck doesn't seem to hate me anymore, so I think I'll test it out. You know, like there's this new Sanji here, which is really good with Stealth Black. Mama Ragon's really good for like early game counter. I don't think the Dawn -2 to rest for 5k is super good in this deck at least, because you usually can just Culverin or like Reiju Grav, you know, stuff like that. But other than that, it feels pretty good. I kind of want to add Divine Departure, but yeah, I guess you could Brochet Blow into Mama, but I don't know. This is the list I'm testing out right now, but I think there's probably some changes I can make, like maybe get rid of this for another event searcher or something along those lines. But Sanji's probably what I'm bringing if I do end up going to extra grand battles. I didn't get into any because it was such an awkward timing for me, at least. There was one 2 days ago, I believe, but I was out of town until 2 days ago. And then there's one tomorrow, but I'm going out of town tomorrow because my sister is like flying out somewhere, and I need to like fly her, or like I need to drive her to the airport, but it's like an out of town airport, so it's gonna be a day trip too, so I'm gonna be like gone for the entire day. But yeah, there's just a lot of things, and then like I also missed the signups for another one, so I don't know. It's just unfortunate timing all around for me. But the next round is up, and I'm the one hosting, so I'm gonna put up a color block here. And then yeah, I mean I'm gonna show up to one that I'm waitlisted on right now. Because usually for events like this, a lot of people like sign up and then just don't show up day of. Oh my god. Hold up, sorry, my laptop's like dying right now. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I think if I were a purple Enel or Nami main, I'd just play those two. But oh my god. Yeah, my laptop's dying right now. Holy. I don't know if it's like lagging for you guys. Hopefully it's not lagging too bad, but I cannot input anything right now. I think I sent the code and all that. Yeah. Okay, purple, no. They chose to go first. I think this is a keep because I have 2 searchers and pretty good 5 costs here. I think I start with this. Let me think here. How do I win against Sanel? I think I need to 8 cost spam immediately? Or do I 7 cost first? If I 7 cost first, then I can go Daz and... Because I'm going to go to 8 Dawn, right? It's going to be an 8 Dawn turn, not a 7 Dawn turn. So if I can all Sunday first, play out 4 cost and 1 cost, rest something, swing into it with like Daz Bones combo. But then they'll have a 6 cost Sanel already. Is that enough to take back tempo? Or is it 8 cost, spam another 8 cost? I feel like 8 cost spam is the way to go. Okay, we'll test both. I mean, ground def is so good though. Oh god, decisions. I feel like ground def is so much more valuable than... I could be wrong. This could bite me in the ass. But I feel like ground def was more valuable than all Sunday there. Oh man. No, I feel like all Sunday might have been the better play. Because then I play all Sunday. And then Croc spam after that. They go 7 here, I'll just take. Okay. Never punished. I think all Sunday is the better play. Yeah. Okay. I mean, if you're spending that many resources to swing like, what, 7? You can just take as well, that's fine. I should have countered, actually. Yeah. Should have gone 2k, 1k. Actually, no, I got the 2k from life, so... Okay. Nice. Wish I could grab that. Next turn, I think I play Bond. Or, no, I think I play this. So I think it's a 2k here. Because I think I just hard play. Then I swing 5 and pass. 5k here, I just counter with one of these. Probably a 6 cost Sanel here. And then a 7. 7, I go 2k, 1k. -3 on this would be 7, so it doesn't really matter. I think I just swing 2 and then sack this and play this, actually. Now that I think about it. And then Parka miss Wednesday, so then I can go... I think that's right. Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes next turn, right? But I think I 2k, 1k. Oh, okay, just a 2k. Yeah. Totally fine by me. Okay. in that case, it's pitch or sack this, play out Daz, and attack the Ohm. Yeah. Mill 2, play out Daz, swing 6, swing 5, and then I think I park the Wednesday. Because I can go all Sunday into Bon, sack Bon, play Daz Bones, rest this, -6, for example, right? Because I don't really care too much about taking hits right now, I think. I don't know. This might be a mistake, but I feel like -6 is good, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe next turn. Maybe I should have played this next turn, because I would have one done anyways, one done up. But, I don't know. I feel like this was fine. We'll see how this goes, and then we'll learn from there. Okay, Lightning Dragon here is fine. 7 here, I'll 2k, 1k. And then 14 I'll take. If they 8k, then that's kind of a problem. But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Are they might be digging for like an L4. And I also welcome an L4 because it doesn't replace itself. So, I think that's fine. And like the plus 1k doesn't matter that much here. So, we will see how this goes. Okay, 2 Lightning Dragons. 2 Lightning Dragons in a turn for 1 target is very good. The 2 varies. Yeah, I think they're digging for an L4 to kill this. But it's like, if I'm making you go dig for an unoptimal play like that, then I'm already winning the tempo game, I feel like. Okay. Guess I'm taking both. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Because now I can go... I think it's still all Sunday. Play you and you. Lead effect. Mill 2. I think it is still play Daz. Because of the pseudo rush. Six into 4. This actually isn't that good of a tempo. Oh man. Probably should have just minused here actually, now that I think about it. Because I want to leave this up, and they're probably gonna... They have 2Ks for this. Yeah, no, I screwed up. I should have gone make this a 0 cost, rest it, -3, and then swing there instead. Next turn, I'm in a pretty good position though, because now I have V's and I freeze V's. If I survive, right? They might be able to lethal me here, but we will see. Ideally, I stay at 1 life, so they can't just go 11, I think. Okay, Senor Pink. Yeah, I screwed up. I should have rested this. Okay. Do they have 2 Lightning Dragons, though? Because they already used 2. So, I guess the question is, do they have 1 Lightning Dragon? Because they picked one up with this. If they can double Lightning Dragon, then they're in a good spot. But yeah, having this Reiju on board is good for me actually, because I can go 8 cost Croc, draw a card, and then 8 cost Croc again. Okay, let's see if they can get that Lightning Dragon. If they can't, then they just swing into it. It's like, okay. If they swing into it, then I'm also winning in the tempo game, because I would much rather that they swing at board than at life right now. Are they gonna Mama? Do they have Mama? Or L4? I guess they could L4 this. But then their hand is like... I'm draining their hand pretty well, actually. Yeah, right? Like, it doesn't draw. So I guess they kill it, but then it's like... Yeah, 3 swings. Let's say... Okay, so this is like what, 7, 10, 11. So 11. They could go 11, 11, and then 6. So 9, and then 11, 12. 9, 11, 12. I think I take this. Okay, I have another ground def. That's good. Now I'm digging for patchworks, I think. 2k and a 1k. Establishing the 8 Croc does feel better from what I'm... Like, I did that for testing as well. So... Because I'm just testing the ideal lines, right? I think this is... Go here first to see what I draw. Nice. Okay. Mill? I think mill is... fine. Trash... Is it trash the other 8 Croc? 11... So 9, 11, 12. I do need... I kind of need all of the cards if I want counter. Unless I think this is going to be a 1k. Okay. 5, 6, patchwork. And then hopefully I can go for game next turn. Is what we're forced to do. Yeah, I think 8 Croc is better, because then they wouldn't have the attacks. Okay, Mama. 6k. And then patchwork. So nothing can attack. So I have 4 attacks, which means every single attack has to go through for me to win, which makes it pretty unlikely. Unless I can top deck another 8 cost and another patchwork. Oh yeah, there's no way I can top deck another 8 cost. Yeah, I think 8 cost over All Sunday is better. For sure. On, like, going second on 8 Dawn, I think it was Croc. I'm glad I tested it though, because it was kind of like, after that like first test game on this stream, it was kind of bugging me a bit, like, should I have dropped an All Sunday there or not? But okay. Alright, yeah, we're cooked. Yeah. A Lightning Dragon there kind of just like killed our chances of winning. This is I think it's a 2K 2K. I want ground def for lethal lines. But yeah. You could go 10. KO. Trashing, probably you. Make you unable to attack. And then yeah, I mean like even if I ground def, there's no way for me to go for game here. Because I just go like, say it goes 7-7. Like, if I go ground def and then it somehow lands, they still have 2 life, so. And they have 4 attacks here, so I'd have to be able to counter every single attack with this hand, and that's just not possible, I think. Mama? Okay. Yeah, I think if I went 8 cost instead, I would have been able to go 8 cost, freeze. Thing they had, that was V's 2, right? So I would have been able to freeze V's 2. They wouldn't have any attackers, and then I would have been able to go another 8 cost, and like Dad's Bones was like frozen anyways, so like the 10k body would have been more value. Nami's fine, just hate the mirror match. That's fair. I hate mirror matches as well. That's like part of the reason why I pick the decks that I do, is because I feel like the chances of me getting a mirror are pretty small. The first loss was against a... Why am I forgetting? I think it was against... It was against Nami, I think. No, Nami was the one I won. What was the one? Kagara. It was Kagara. I lost against Kagara. Yeah, I made a mistake. I chose second. Was the big thing, I think, was I chose second. And then I wasn't able to establish a board, so I just wasn't able to like pressure at all. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. 8 cost would have been better there. The reason why I played all Sunday was mainly to test it out, because I had another game earlier where I was like, maybe an all Sunday would have won me the game there instead of an 8 cost. But I think 8 cost was better. We'll do some more warm up games. Let's just. I just wanted to play Croc because it seems really fun, and like I don't really have anything I'm grinding for anyways, so like I don't know. This seems really good in this matchup, but I don't have like a searcher or anything, or like an early turn play. I think since I'm going my god, 2 ground deaths gone though. I don't think I can afford 2 ground deaths being gone. Feel like I'd rather just like top deck an all Sunday or something, because they're gonna swing at me a lot anyways. I'll give them some cards. Yeah, I'm not gonna KO because I already have a 5 cost in there. 5 I'll take, because it's like 7's their worst. Jinbei into Weevil. They could sack 2 cards to go 7. 5, 2K? Probably. Yeah, I think it's this one. Let's see if they defend it. Yeah, and then sink 5, I guess. I feel like they just take. Yeah, I still haven't like found a deck that I really want to stick to this meta. Like Teach, I feel like was very close to that, but even then I'm like, I don't know. I think Teach is a good deck though. It just feels kind of weird to me at times. I think I'd take this one. I don't have a Mr. 2 or the Bond Clay. I have a Bond Clay in trash. Well, there's a Bond Clay in hand, but it's not in trash, so I don't have any 4 costs in trash. What do I do? I feel like it's better for me to play Nightmare if I don't have bonds in trash. And then starting next turn, it's 8 cost, 8 cost, 8 cost. But then this is just a brick in my hand now. That's another thing to think about. Need to know how to mill properly with Croc to make sure that the trash is stacked properly. I think I should have trashed the Makita earlier when I noticed that I didn't have a Mr. 2. Should have gone Makita like almost immediately after that. Okay. It's like to the bottom of deck or trash? It's bottom of deck. I think it's this. At this point, do I need to? I feel like at this point I just play 8 cost Crocs anyways. Okay, in that case we go like that. Do I get greedy? Am I able? No. All of my patchworks are in trash anyways. $15, 9, 11, 12. Like, yeah. I don't survive lethal here. They just trash all this. Or do I? I do go to 7k leader. But I don't think it's enough. Am I 7k here? I am, yeah. If I had one more Dawn up, I would have been fine. But I mean, like, I think Croc... Does Croc lose to aggro, or am I just trolling? I might be trolling. Oh, round 4 is up. Yeah, sorry you guys are seeing like really bad gameplay today. I just wanted to test out a... Whoa! Green Jinbei! I think going first, this is a really good hand actually. Because I have this, and I have this, I have that as well. I'm so washed that I think I'm gonna lose to Green Jinbei, low-key. I'm so washed at this game. Right. I think it's 4 cost here. Okay, grab Shirahoshi. They're gonna whiff like every single Shirahoshi. Watch my, like, mark my words, they're going to whiff every Shirahoshi. I think it's Bon. I want to counter with this Daz Bones to put it in trash so that I can use Bon. See, I'm learning. Rested cards. Yeah. I think I go with this. Do I care about killing Shirahoshi immediately? Do I care about... I don't think I want to ever KO this. Right. That's that. 5 here. I don't think I care enough to swing into the Shirahoshi right now. I don't know. Mill 2. Would I rather blocker that filters or swing into Shirahoshi and then risk it being frozen forever? I think it's this. And then pitch this and then pass. I feel like that's the right play. But we'll I don't know, because like this searcher is so inconsistent anyways, is what I'm thinking too. And I'd rather go like all Sunday, make this a 0, swing 6 here, you know. Think I think I counter actually. Or block. No, it's never free block because they're gonna play something to freeze it if I free block. And like I could take because I'm a 5 life leader, but I think I'm like my hand is so big right now, and I have 2 8 costs that I can kind of prolong game. Yeah, don't free block with this until I have a bigger board. Once they have like other things to target with freezing, then I can go. But yeah. Okay, they grab a Jinbei. I do I have a... Okay, I don't have a minus 3k, the like Miss Wednesday. I don't have that, so it's gonna be Miss Valentine. I don't think they can freeze with 2, can they? I feel like whatever they play to freeze, if it's 2 Dawn, is usually not worth it, right? So I think I free block there. Oh, also it doesn't set as active unless they play out something else, right? So honestly, I feel like I'm fine with keeping Shira here. Okay. Vanderdecken. I totally forgot about Vanderdecken, but it's also like you're going -2 to kill a 6k blocker. I think I'm fine. Maybe I should have just like not free blocked, and then they don't have anything to do with their 2 Dawn. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Should I 5k ping the Arlong? I feel like that's easily counterable, and then they get value from it, so probably not. If I want to pressure the Arlong, I have to make sure that it dies. Is it more worth it to All Sunday or Nightmare here? I feel like it's always All Sunday, so... I think it's All Sunday first, because I can then go Bon and Makita. Makita, go and get 8 Croc, mill minus here, mill 2, grab you, and then it's like a 5 here, and then pass. The reason why I didn't go 6 there is because I want to rest the Shirahoshi so they don't search anymore, but I don't want to rest the Daz Bones so they can freeze it. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess this is also a thing. They do have character rush like that. They swing 8 at it, I'm fine though. Yeah. Especially because all the counter in my hand is 1Ks. Just 1K there. I think I can actually afford... I can afford playing Nightmare instead of 8 Croc here, I think. 6 I'll take. Do I want to filter or do I want the extra freeze? I feel like the filter is better. Because I don't think I'm going to play the 1 cost at all. I feel like I can afford to Nightmare here. I don't know if that's greedy, but I think I can before I start 8 cost spamming. Because then it makes this Arlong kind of useless. Because I'm a 7k. Like, I'm super close to 20 as well, so... 5 life. And then 8 life. And then Nightmare. I feel like I can probably kill the Makita for an extra card in trash, like that, so that I'm instantly a 7k. Because if not, I have to counter 1 first. The reason why is because I'm gonna play 8 cost Croc anyways next turn, so I will always have like a KO target. Other than, like, I don't need to chump KO target anymore, is what I'm thinking. And also, I guess, like, the other thing would have been, like, she would have been good to ping here, but then, like, they're just gonna keep this active over and over, I feel like. I'm just gonna make this unable to attack, and if they play another big body, that big body unable to attack. Like, Jinbei blocker is what I'm assuming is coming down here. 7 Dawn, so here, they have 2 more Dawn. They can make it attack with the pseudo rush and then set it as active with leader effect. So seven life I counter 1. Eight here, I counter 1. 8 life, I take. Is what I'm thinking. Nine life, I take. Yeah. Yep. There, counter 1 with that. I could have countered 1 with this, actually. Might be better, so that I can, like, fill up trash for this, but I'm gonna mill 2, so I don't really need, yeah. So it's just swing 5 here. And then, like, 8, 9. And then play out Croc, freeze these 2. I guess I could have swung 5 here instead. To the Searcher. Probably would have been better, actually. 5 to the Searcher. Because no way I'm swinging 8 or 9 to the Searcher. So I think it's just 8 face, 9 face. And then after that, it's play this, freeze these 2 from attacking. Okay. Alright. That's also fine because I'm still doing this. Trash a... The reason why I'm freezing the Arlong instead of the Brook is because Brook has a bigger stat line, but Brook also, like, restands other things, right? So I'm just making sure that, like, all the good targets for that is just gone. I feel like they prematurely used that Brook effect. Because, like, I'm aware of it. I've played against Green Jinbei before with, like, the new set and stuff. This should be like a oh, my opponent is going for lethal. Let me just block and play a Brook. Because, like, you're at free life. Being at free life is a bit dangerous, but it's not that dangerous, you know? Yeah, and I'm just gonna play 8 cost over and over. Okay, you're gonna play Megalo, kill my All Sunday. That's fine. Because I'm just gonna swing 10, 10, 10, 10. 5, 10, 10, 10, 10, you know? If they ever swing with this Brook, they can't restand it. So I'm basically, like, if they ever tap this, I'm attacking into it. Right, straight up. So I'm forcing them to attack with this, and that's not ideal for them. But yeah. Also, I don't know if anyone would be interested, but is it better for me to play music during these streams? And, like, don't answer now, or you can answer now and I'll read it later, actually. I don't know, because right now it's just like me talking and stuff, but I don't know if it's better for me to, like, have some music going on or something, you know? Okay, another Jinbei blocker. So they're not going for the... Here... Yeah, I'm gonna attack the Searcher finally. And as I said, I'm gonna attack into the Brook, right? Alright. Swing 8. And then swing 10. And then I'm gonna go Croc. Freeze this. And then if this is still alive, freeze this, right? Yeah. Right, 10 to 5. I think they have to either block or... I don't think they play, like, +4 events. It's usually, like, +3, right? Unless they added a +4. Even a +4 is still, like, a 2 cards. They could go block and +3, but I think most of their +3 events are leader locked. As in, like, it only affects leader. But yeah, here it's... like, I don't think it matters. I don't need to mill anymore. So, pitch. And then, oh my god. Pass. All of my Crocs are in hand. Yeah, and the thing is they can't even, like, freeze my entire board or anything, because everything is more than 7 cost. So yeah. This turn it's just... or next turn it's just 5, 8, 10, 10, 10. Again. Or I could go start off of a 10k swing. But I think it's just 5, 8, 10, 10, 10. Yeah. Can they go for a game here? Let's say they... Brook. Swing... Brook would be a 7-7-7. DMG, they wouldn't have anything. Hody? They could be playing Hody. 7 Dawn Hody. Attach a Dawn. So that would be 7-7-8. Yeah. Okay, they Megalo to kill the All Sunday, which is fine by me. So I can just go 10, 10, 10. 5, 10, 10, 10, I guess. I'll counter 2 here because I'm anticipating a bigger hit. Like a 9, let's say. If they swing 9k here, then I take. And they can't freeze this anyways. So if they swing 7, I also take, right? Nami, okay. I'm assuming it's just for the blocker. So they have 2 blockers. Just swing 10s. And then, like, even if I don't win this turn, I still just negate with Croc anyways. So let's see. Let's see how they react. Okay. 10, 10. Okay. Let's do another 10. See how they react here. Okay. I could ground def. If I ground def this Nami and swing 12. +3 would already be 13. So, like, I don't need to go for a game anyways. So I'll just not. I think it's this. Don't mill. Trash. I don't think I need all 4 of my Crocs in this game. Then 5 here. I probably should have sung 5 first before I did all this, but yeah, but next turn I definitely can go for game. They're also running out of time, so. But yeah, they have to land 3 swings, and they have 7, 7, 7. They can go 8, 8, 8, which I just need a 2k for. If they play like a Hody, right? Let's say they play Hody Jones, and it's 8, 7, 7 because of this. So, like, it's very, 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 very unlikely. I could have also just, like, not frozen this and forced them to swing with it, but I think that would have been a bit risky because that would actually open up some lethal lines. Yeah, 7, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be like 10. So I take the 7. I always take that 7. Okay, Jinbei blocker. What are you swinging with that Jinbei? Swing 7. Do I take this one? Let's see. 10 block, 10 block. They could freeze both. I DMG. Or I could go Not DMG. I mean, I guess there's not really a reason to, right? There's not really a reason. Yeah. Alright, so let's go with 10. Okay. Let's go with another 10. Okay. Which means I can just go 10 here. Don't mill. Trash. You can't attack. Like, I don't need to do this, but probably could have won last turn, but like, I didn't have a reason to risk it, you know? So like, just played 8 cost Croc. That's the nice thing about this deck, is that like, if you have one 8 cost Croc in hand, you can kind of just like stall out another turn over and over until you just have enough bodies. I think this Nightmare Luffy was really good. Being able to Nightmare Luffy before the 8 cost Croc chain, I think was good. So like, if I have the space, if I was like comfortable enough in the game, I think it's always this before this. And then this is like your way to make that gap a thing. Because once you run out of chaining this, you can only do 1 a turn. So it's important to have tempo already mapped out. Okay. I'm really in the pits today. I don't know. I mean, like, I did lose 2 games really early on. So, like, a lot of the X2 decks are probably gonna be like, you know? We have Blue Dofi at home. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm guessing that's like the Blue Jinbei that it's crazy that I was playing Blue Jinbei into Green Jinbei. That's kind of funny. Oh, I was one of the last games. But yeah, I don't know. Blue Jinbei's pretty good right now. I'm actually kind of a believer of Blue Jinbei. Very faint background music is usually nice. I'll look into that for next time then. Yeah, cause right now it's just like me yapping, and then if I'm not yapping, there's like nothing. So I'll take a look into it. And then Brook actually can resend Arlong. So if you look at Brook's ability, I also got tripped up by this. So I needed this pointed out to me as well. But if you look at Brook's fine print, it actually, the leader lock is just if your leader has Straw Hat Crew type. And then the restand is you can restand anything. So you can play, like, because Jinbei is a Straw Hat Crew type leader, you can play, you can restand anything in the deck. So you're not limited to just Straw Hat Crew characters to restand, which is pretty nice. I actually like that design, because then like I wanna play Brook and like have it actually be a good deck, which it isn't, and I'm kind of sad. But I think it's missing like a few pieces for it to be good. Like if it had an early game aggro piece, I think it would be better. But yeah, 2-2 so far with Croc, so it's not bad. And it's like a deck that I've never really played, but yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't Straw Hat type locked like that, I think it would be in a lot more decks, probably. I don't know. I think it's a good card. It's a really good general card. I know that a lot of the green Straw Hat crew type leaders right now are utilizing it, so. Yeah. Alright, yeah, we're just waiting on one match. Uh, my impressions of playing Croc so far is that the deck is pretty good. I think it's very fun as well, which is nice. Definitely feels like a I wouldn't say like better Lucci because I think it's a lot more than that. Like it's two different decks, right? But it definitely feels like a modern Lucci. So I might play it more. I don't know. I think compared to Blackbeard, for example, my thing with picking decks nowadays as well is I kind of feel bad if I'm not playing a meta pick because I've started like becoming part of like testing groups and all that, and it's like if I'm not playing a somewhat meta relevant deck, then I'm not giving good practice to uh my testing group, right? So like I think Croc actually does have somewhat of a meta share, so it's worth playing for that. But um next round is up. So let me see where I am. I should be like down somewhere. Okay. I have to stream again. My laptop's gonna explode in a second. Right. Let me just do this again. Uh, okay. Ace. So, I've heard very bad things about this matchup. This is my worst matchup, and this is not a good hand. I think it's this. And then I just immediately like mill and stuff. Probably these two. Yeah, I've heard it's not a good matchup for me, but I mean, what can you do? You have good and bad matchups, right? Ten beard spam. How would I deal with 10 beard spam? Going first, I am aiming for a Miss All Sunday play, so we'll dig for that. Um, Mill. Do I want to dig for all Sunday or do I want a 7k? 7k versus 6k doesn't really matter too much. I'd rather dig. I already have one in there, so just do that. Jozu is fine. Take because I'm digging. Play this because I don't have any better plays. I didn't get all Sunday, right? So, but I mean, this is not a bad thing, anyways. 8 and 9. I think I 2k, and I take the 9. I think I need that. I think I need to keep that. So, 6. Play this. Mill pitching this. Yeah, I don't have another 8 cost. I think I milled 2 already, which is kind of rough. So next turn is probably going to be a Mr. 4. Mr. 4 play. So, oh my god. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. They missed their second 10 beard, which is nice. I think this one I do want to go 2k, 1k. To fill up trash for this, mainly. One, two. I think it's... Is it greedy for me to go with this? It was kind of greedy, but I think it's fine. Because I can do this as the reason. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's 8 here. Here's a 9. If they block, I patchwork. If they don't block, then I... Is Mr. 4 better or is Mr. 5 better? I think it's Mr. 4. Because with Mr. 4, I'm able to block and then grab a 8 cost croc. So, I know they have another 10 beard, so they're probably playing that. And then going like 8, 9 again. And maybe 12. If they go 12 here, then I should have enough counter for that. 7 here. I'll counter with a 1. Because then I become a 7k, right? I think I just... If they become an 8k... no, they're not becoming an 8k leader. Interesting strat. I don't know what they're trying to do with it. I mean, I'm a 7k leader, so they can't really swing there, right? If they go 9... yeah, okay. They don't want me to block with this. That's why they didn't swing. Which is fair, but... I'm going to go with a... nine here. They let that go. Okay. That's good for me. Let's go with 6. Here's a 10. Okay, they took that. Mill, pitching, one of these. I feel like I only need one. Alright. Should I play this? I feel like I should. Just to go... If I drew this sooner, then I would have gone patchwork instead, but... Actually, I don't know if I even play that. I think I just pass. This is kind of a war of attrition, somewhat. They're too scared to play to block with these because of this. They were too scared to swing because of this, but 8 there. I will 2k. If they go what, 16? Okay. Let's go 6 here. See how they respond. Okay. It's a 9 here. Okay. Here's a 10. They block. Go like this. Mill. Pitch. A... U? Do I need 2 patchworks? If I can go... I could have gone patchwork. No, I think it's always 1 patchwork. Make this unable to attack. There's 1 8-cost croc in the deck. So let's see if we can get it. We can't, so we get this instead. I definitely misplayed. I could have gone... This deck's hard. I could have gone patchwork minus here first. Yeah. It's fine. It's growing pains. It's growing pains. Let's try that next turn. Because I can go patchwork minus leader effect. Or, no. What is the sequencing? Because I need something to be at 0. I guess it's like... It's this. Okay. I get it now. So, this is how it goes, right? Swing 6. Let's say they block, right? They don't. So, that's totally fine. In that case, we just go with this -10 draw, and then patchwork minus this can't attack. I think that's how it goes. Don't mill. Trash one of you. You can't attack. Minus. Oh, wait, I minus the wrong one. Should have been this one. I also did a mistake there, even swinging. I shouldn't have swung, because I would rather have the one cost for the, or one Dawn for the ground death. Why did I 2k 1k? I should have just 1k'd there. I forgot I was a 7k leader for a second. Yeah. Ugh, I'm misplaying like crazy right now. But yeah, it should have been this. Take that one. But yeah, they can't like surprise lethal of Roger, but they can 10 beard again. And if they do, then I kinda have a problem. Okay, that can't attack. So you just sack it immediately, I guess. I was thinking like 10 here. Okay. 10 here. Them blocking the 10 immediately like that does show me what's in their hand, which is nice. I'm gonna sack this, ground death one of the blockers. Okay. In which case it's this. Don't mill. Trash it. You can't attack. And then play you. Trash you. And then I pass here. And I have to go for game next turn, because I only have 2 cards left in deck. Two blockers should be good. If they want to go for a game, they have to rest these. So I have to like... I have to bait them into swinging with these. Block, grab a 2k. Which 2k? I don't think it matters. Marco? Okay. In that case, I just ground F the Marco. And they go like 10, 10, 10. Like 6, 10, 10, 10, something like that. I don't know. $11 there. Let's go 2k. Right. Swing 6, because they have 1 card in hand. Oh, wait. No. That's right. That's right. Here's another 6. Because here they ever have to take or block, and I have 3 more swings. If they block, I just swing 10. They block again, I swing 10, and then I swing however much, right? Or if they block here, I can go sack the Mr. 5 for another ground F at one of these 10 beards. I think 6 was correct. If I went 8, then I would have a lot less Dawn to work with. Okay. 10 is math, I think. There's no possible way they can have this. They're going to counter step. Yeah. I mean, like, they say misclick, but, like, I had game anyways, so. GG's. I definitely did so many misplays there. Of, like, sequencing. Mainly, like, patchwork and croc sequencing feels kind of weird. Right, and then like the counter as well when I countered 2k 1k by like muscle memory there was kind of embarrassing. Other than that, I do think I got a bit lucky because they only saw 2 10 gates, the blocker, and they had to play like this boa, but then like, yeah, I did get a tiny bit unlucky because I didn't, like, I milled 2 of my 8 cost crocs, but other than that, Nightmare Luffy is the GOAT. I missed my All Sunday. I think All Sunday would have been a better choice, but yeah, let's see. They should release a new Mr. 4, bro. Oh my god. Okay. I think, yeah, right? Like, they weren't attacking with 10 gates and they weren't blocking with 10 gates at all, so it was like, alright. It's just like they're not on the board anyways. Yeah, I definitely get like the mindset, but you are right. They should either just block or attack with the 10 gates, and like they didn't do anything with them. So it's like I did get lucky that they only saw 2 10 gates, but also they could have used those 2 10 gates a lot better. And they also gave me enough time to top deck the second croc. And then at that point, I was just able to slowly grind out the game. But yeah, I mean, like, swing 10, they block. Swing 10, they block, and I just swing. I don't even need ground F again, but, like, I can just ground F again. For these 2 swings, basically. Yeah. No, Croc is fun. Croc is fun. I think there's one more game, so... Or there's 6 more games this round, and there's one more round after this. Something I want to check, though. How many 2Ks are there in this list? There's 10. I feel like I kind of want to run 12. Not gonna lie. I don't know. Actually, that's probably a bit too greedy. I feel like the ratios are probably fine. I don't know. Like 12 2Ks or like the deck. I assume you mean the deck. I think that, like, my thing is like a lot of the 14 leaders are actually pretty fun. So like OP14. Let's start with blue. Actually, let's just load all of them up. Boop, boop, boop. So like Red Law, I never really considered. I never considered playing Red Law, but I did consider playing Red Green Law, and I did play Red Green Law towards the end of the set as well, because it was really fun and also really strong. With like the new Searcher and the X Drake was so good for that deck, and like I was considering playing Mihawk as well, because it's a control deck, right? Like 9 cost Mihawk, 7 cost Shanks, 10 cost Law Beppo. Like all that was just really fun to me because I like control. And then like blue Jinbei I was also considering because of the 8 cost Jinbei. I never considered Boa though because of pricing, like the price gate. Then Dofi, I was grinding out so many games with Dofi. It was crazy. And then like right before the set came out, Croc and Moria I was like heavily considering as well. I was playing Moria on release before the support came out, but then once the support came out, I think it was because of 9 cost Boa. Because of 9 cost Boa, I was like, yeah, I'm not playing Moria. I don't want to grab all the 9 cost Boas. Now I do have the 9 cost Boas, and I have the 4 cost Zoros, and like I have every card for Moria. So I'll probably bring him to local sometime soon, but I was just like price gated out of it because of this. And Croc, it was all because of Sanji, honestly. Because Sanji got so much support in OP14 EBO4, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna play any other deck because Sanji's my boy, right? And I think at the time there were like a good amount of events to grind for. Like I remember LCQ was the big one, right? So I was grinding for LCQ, and I was like, no way I'm gonna play other decks right now. I just don't have the time. So that's why I skipped out on like Croc and Dofi. But now that I have the time, I'm like, these are really fun decks. I'm not gonna be on Mihawk though, probably, because Mihawk ended up being too meta for me, I guess. McBonnie, bro, every time McBonnie's fun. I mean, the thing is, like, it's so expensive though, because like it's like what, OP15, EBO4, I think, EBO4, like red yellow, right? Like you have to buy borsas. I do have borsas. You do have to buy this, and like it's like what, 6 cost Kuma as well. And then 7 cost Zoro as well, something I don't have. But like McBonnie is so expensive for a mid deck, and I think you're a McBonnie main, so I'm sorry for saying that. I'm just a Teach player, so like every time I sit across a Bonnie player, I'm like, man, I'm sorry, man, because Teach just like dunks on McBonnie so hard, and I'm like, it's rough. But yeah. And then I refuse to play Green Bonnie because I think Green Bonnie is kind of stinky. So yeah, I don't know. McBonnie's so expensive. I think the other decks that I want to play though, and I did play them. This set I've been playing a lot of decks, right? Like I was playing Kobe for a bit. I was playing Lucci for a bit. Lucy, I'd say, is still like my main meta viable deck, but I'm so wishy-washy on Lucy. Like one day I'm so high on it, and the other days I'm like, it's kind of mid. Mainly because of the Enel matchup, but I don't know. What other decks? Oh, I've been testing out this. This is for OP16. But I've been testing out Zoro Sanji with the new 2 costs for Impel Down, and it's so good. Let me see if I can do I have enough time? Probably not. But I can probably do a solo versus self. Let's say it's like What's a fun like quick deck I can like bully? Let's go with Kalgara, why not? And then Zoro Sanji. Alright, so like let's say we keep that, that's a mall. Upper yard, grab, free cost. And then like you just play this, and then it's like you play. I think you swing 5 here. Probably a 2K. Play this, sack that. 5 cost Kalgara and Wiper. And then here you can go like. Six. Think you counter. You might not. I don't know. Bounce. And then just play it again for more card draw. And then like. The Wiper is kind of just like tech against it, so. I don't know. It's 1K here. Play that. Think you go 2K again. Play this. And then think you can go and play. Nah. I feel like just go big here, because you have this to like just melt down life totals, so grab a 2K. Then it's like 7-7 probably. Guess I should have just counted 2K, but it's, yeah. I think it's that. And then you just go with a 7, 2K, 1K, 6, return, sack. Oh, hold up. I think the next round is up. Yep, okay. I got 2 in the zone there for a second. Okay. But yeah, and then you would go like 7 here, and then Luna. Make sure that I'm on the right deck here. I think this is a mall. Right. Start off with this. I already have a bond, but I think it's a 2K. And then I think it's this. Mill 2, you, and I guess the other bond. Right. We only need 1 bond in hand. 8 I take. 5 here. And then it's bond into double finger. All Sunday isn't trash, but since we're going second, I feel like we don't have too much leeway to go all Sunday anyways. I guess we should have saved one of the bonds, actually. I'm trolling. Um, play this, sack it, draw a card, make this a 0, and then yeah, if I did not troll, wouldn't have to do all this. But yeah, 6. Okay, that's fine. If they Robin here, they're sacking at 2k. So I don't know if they want to. Depending on what they do, I could all Sunday instead of 8 cost here. Okay, this is an all Sunday angle. Bon and you. Six into free. Actually, I should have gone 5 into free and then 6 into 6. Yeah, I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Should have gone 5 bear 6 there. Because then I would have 1 Dawn up for ground def. Okay. Sure. He's already done his job. Uh, 2k and 1k. Seven here I take. Perona, there's no targets for it, so 5 life and 8 life. Okay. Do that. Mill, pitch, pass. I think they're gonna start Robin spamming here. 10 gate spamming. Okay. That's even worse. Start with a 5. And then 8. And 10. Okay. Alright. Fell for my trap card. I think I still mill. Pitching you. And then nice. And you. This is a bit dangerous because I don't have that much counter. I think I still want to stay at 1 life. 5, 8, 10, 10. Or actually, I think it's just like swing at board if they take this, right? Or if they don't take this, I guess. I think so. I think it's go 12-12? Just ping 12s. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of cooked now. There's a Nightmare Luffy. If Nightmare Luffy was on board, we would be in a better state, but he isn't, so... 9, 9... I think I'm kind of cooked anyways. Is it better for me to bet on... I think I counter this one. They probably go another 9. Yeah. So I take that 9. Then they go 15. Yeah. What could I have done differently? Still had one Croc in deck somewhere. I was like really close to the bottom there. So I ended up free, which is fine. Like an X3 record with a deck that I never played before is not bad at all. So final thoughts. I think the deck is strong for sure. I've been feeling kind of lost with like picking decks recently, which is why I'm playing like all of this stuff, like just like kind of throwing darts on the board, right? Croc definitely feels very fun and strong, so I kind of want to stick with Croc a bit. Just swing 14-14. That's fair. 14-14 would have been... Because they had one case. Yeah, if I swung 14-14, then they would have had to let it go on that second 14, I think. Instead of 12-12-12. Or even like 13... No, yeah, 14-14. And then swing 8, they would have blocked, but I just like leave this up. And then this new gate would be gone. This new gate would stay here. Was this tapped? I don't think it was tapped. Because I think I shut down all of the attacks. So if I swung 14-14 there, then that would be gone. This wouldn't attack, and then I had these two. They would have gone 9, 9, 9, 8 is the best they could do. So I would survive. But they probably would go 7 cost Robin. If they go 7 cost Robin, then I just can't win next turn and I lose anyways. So that's probably what they would do. Split with Zeus. Split with Zeus would be... Because I had 2 Dawn up, and I have Ground Def, 1k Ground Def. If they swung 5, 5... Yeah, if they just swung like 5, 5... 10, 11 or something like that, I would have lost anyways. So I don't think there's anything I could do from this position specifically that would have been better. But I think 14-14 into the new gate would have been better for sure. Maybe... What could I have done differently? I think the Rayleigh out of the Nami was one thing where I lost some tempo. Pitching the 4 cost, pitching the Bond plays. Pitching the Bond plays early was misplay. Because I think going second, your plays are probably 1 cost into Bond Clay into another Bond Clay. So... Or another 5 cost. But I think if you play it out of Bond Clay, it's better. Because then you have like a 0 cost for all your abilities to play out. Unless it's like a double finger, I guess. If it's like a double finger from hand, then like it doesn't really matter. But because I had Mr. Fives and Daz Bones and stuff, would have been better for me to go Bon Clay, pitch Bon Clay to play one of these two. Then I can swing 6, swing, like the swings would have been better. And then when I minus freed the Nami, I should have swung 5 into Nami and then 6 into Rayleigh, and then had 1 Dawn up for ground death. So it was a lot of like micro misplays. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on ranked for like 1 or 2 games. Because I'm still not satisfied. I'm still kind of hungry, Probably just 1 game, and I'm gonna hop off because I should probably do some other things today. It's already pretty late in the day, actually. Sometimes it's a bit slow to match you up. Yeah, but this, I might play Moria next week. Do I still... I think this is the last week that I have subscription, actually. Or do I don't know. Yeah, Croc is a fun deck. What the? People have some goofy stuff on ranked sometimes. Choose to go first. I think that's a maul. Especially going second, you really want the Bond in hand, I think. 2k and the Bond. Yeah, I think it's Bond. I could also pitch one of these, actually. 5, 6. Take the 5 and then counter the 6 with the revealed 2k. Shouldn't have... No, that's fine. Because I'm just gonna do this. And play this out anyways. It's not like I was gonna play Daz Bones in this situation. 6 here, I'll counter 2, and then the 7 I'll take. Play this. Yeah, I think it's play this. So this is a 6k. I think I play you. Swing 6 into 3. 7 to 6. I swung 7 first. Just because I might have wanted to leave 1 Dawn up, but then I realized I should have just swung 6 first. 6 and then 7. Next turn is gonna be I think a Nightmare at Luffy angle. My board's a bit too full for all Sunday. Well, it depends. If they swing, if they swing into something, then I think it's all Sunday. Ooh, I can all Sunday into Patchwork. I think that's good. -3. So what? 6, 6. Yeah. Mill 2. play you. Swing 6, 6, 7, and then patchwork if they don't. Okay. They could play another Zoro and then like actually have pseudo rush, but don't know if that's the best play for them. This is a really good board though, and then like I'm very close to Nightmare boosting me by 2k. Okay, they're using their leader effect to go to 10. Could be an 8 cost Roger angle. And then like 8 here, which I would still take. 7, I just 2k. I don't know what this is, really? Oh, Luffy. Okay. Should go 10 here. 10 at double finger would be better. Yeah, I can do this and this. So that's what I'm gonna do this turn. 6. Yeah, I'm not seeing my 8 cost Crocs, but I haven't really needed them anyways in these situations, so not really complaining. Yeah, I think if I want to play Croc more, I need to figure out what to do with 10 beard spam, because there are 2 good decks right now that do that. So it's kind of rough. Mill 2, patchwork, and this, and then I pass. And now it's like I'm threatening lethal, so. And they can't even swing 6 to me to ping anymore. They have to swing 7 to ping. Oh. It's always 1. If they rush again, then I go 2k, 1k. What? Wait. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was so confused for a second, but it's pair ban. It's not like band. Yeah. I was so shook for no reason. What should we start with? I think we start with 8. 10, 16. Even if they gum giant, right, they would be at 10 anyways, so. I don't know where my 8 Crocs were the entire game, but it's not like I really needed them, so it's fine. Yeah, if I failed lethal there, these would these kill me? If they play 1 Luffy, swung 9/9, I would be able to counter one of them. So, right? 9/9/9/10. Yeah, I'd have enough counter for that, so I'd still win. Okay. Alright, that's gonna be it for today though, guys. Thanks for watching me play Croc badly. Uh, but I'm gonna head out now. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a like and subscribe, I guess, if you did. But I'll see you guys next week, I think, unless my subscription ended for Chinoize Cups, which it might have. Well, in that case, I might just get it again. I don't know. Depends on how I feel, but I'll probably I might play Croc a bit more. It's really fun, anyways. But I might also be grinding for extra grand battles, so we'll see. I might stream on another day too. So I'll see you guys next time.